Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, and I am a blue dot living in a red state, utilizing tarot to navigate through these interesting times that we have going on here in the United States. So I really do appreciate you spending some time with me, so welcome. The focus of today's reading is going to be the special elections that we have coming up on April 1st. So there's 3 elections that I'm going to be looking at specifically. One is going to be Florida's 1st district. Florida's 2nd district is the second one. And then the final one is going to be Wisconsin's Supreme Court race that's coming up. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put out cards for each of those and kind of see what's coming up. Now, I will say that before I do the reading, I did look at polling, and it seems as though in Florida, the polling is within the margin of error. I mean, the Republican candidates are still ahead, but it's within that margin of error. In Wisconsin, the liberal judge, her name is Judge Susan Crawford. The polling is either tied or she's ahead, depending on what poll you look at. And interestingly, it was the conservative polls that showed them tied. So even the conservative polls are showing that is a close race. And actually, all 3 of these races are going to be really close. So we'll keep that in mind, and let's see if we can get some insight before those polls close. Okay. Okay, so the first one that we're going to look at is Florida District 1. This is Matt Gaetz' old district, and the Democrat there is Gay Vallamont. Okay, so as always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's see how the Democrat in Florida District 1 is going to do. Gay Vallamont. How is Gay going to do in the special election tomorrow? See. Okay, and that special election in Florida 1, he's going to do very well. Okay, and I will say the other thing that I saw, all of these candidates have just really, both of these candidates in Florida have out fundraised their Republican counterparts. So you've got, very first card is he's running a really strong race, cutting through, making inroads. This is, the action being taken. Ace of Swords, the action being taken. People really like seeing this, his strong race. Now, I asked specifically about Gay Vallamont, so these are going to be his cards, not the Republican candidate. This is a really red district. I mean, it's a really red district. So this is, the fact that he can make any inroads at all is surprising. Because in the past, what has happened is this has been a district that's been pretty blocked for Democrats to win. And this is something being offered of value. So the people are like, whereas this district was one that Democrats didn't really have a chance of winning. Now they're seeing that the Democrats have something to offer, okay? Something that's better than what is currently going on. Imagine that. What's coming in here is, once again, this offering of we need more people on the side of the people. We need people who are going to be compassionate. People who are going to be in Congress who know how to take care of, the people in the district. Okay, so that's coming up. These people, they're seeing what's going on around the world. And this is this district's opportunity to send somebody who, is going to care about their constituents. And the Hermit card, finding that righteous path that that's being walked. So if these are really good cards. The only, kind of, I guess, harsher card, that would make me think maybe he's not going to win would be this Two of Swords. Like, that path is still blocked. He runs a really strong campaign. He makes great inroads. The people, I mean, they really like what they're seeing from him. And then, walking that righteous path. So if I will say this is going to be a very close race. It's going to be very close. As I said, the only reason I think that he might not win is this, but the rest of these cards are so strong. yeah, that the Democrats they're doing quite well in that race. Okay, so that's Florida district, and just the fact, I think this district, most of the both of these districts, I think the Republicans have won those like by 30 points. So the fact that we're even saying that, he's making inroads here, this is like he's running a really strong race and really making that plea to the constituents of put someone in who's going to care about you, put someone in who's going to work for you, and the people are listening. So the fact that he can even cut into what is typically a 30-point lead is pretty remarkable. Okay, so that District 1 going to be a very close race. Put those over there. So if you're in District 1, you can kind of see what all I've got going on there. The strength card is the center card here. Okay, so let's look at Florida District 2. This is, or I'm sorry, 6. Florida District 6, this is the district that Mike Walls vacated whenever he took on the role of Signalgate. So actually, whatever his role is, but that's who that is. And the Democrat there is Josh Weil. And this is, once again, this polling is within the margin of error in a heavy, heavy red district. I think that district, once again, typically won, by 30 points by Republicans. So let's see how Josh Weil is going to do in District 6. How is Mike Walls, Josh Weil, going to do? Now would be a good time to hit subscribe and like. I really appreciate the support for my channel. So Josh Weil tomorrow. And his cards, wow, he could win. I mean, whenever the first card that comes up is the Tower card, this tells me huge upset. Okay, he could win that tomorrow. Okay, huge upset. Major transformation. These two cards together, I will be surprised if he doesn't win. Who is this? Gabe Valamont. It's showing that it's going to be a close race. This is showing that Josh Weil really could win at major. These are two major arcana. They're major arcana cards, but they're also major energy cards. Something unexpected and major transformation. Okay, so that's big. It's almost like I feel like, okay, and that reading's done, but I'll keep going. He's put the work in. He's done the work. And this is like I don't follow the Florida politics. I don't know exactly what the campaigning has been like down there, but the feeling I'm getting from these two cards is somebody who is putting in the work, who wants to take us back to like saner times is what I'm feeling with this, like just this, going back to normal, some normalcy here. He has outraised his Republican counterpart there. So he's got a lot of money that he has at his disposal to be able to campaign with. And yeah, the people have the choice of, are we going to be saddled with the toxic Republican Party, or are we going to have a major upset here? I'm a little curious about the devil here. What is I'm going to put out 3 clarifying cards there on that. What is this devil card? I'm sure the Republicans would be none too happy to see that. And that, hopes and dreams, happy home, and the justice card. This may even be like they're so surprised that the Republican loses. There may be some challenges to this case. Okay, that could be that devil card there. So the King of Pentacles, I also see that as Elon Musk in readings. So would we be surprised if there isn't some monetary interference there? So with this race, big unexpected upset. Expect there to be maybe some additional things going on in the courts with this, like recounts, that stuff, because this race it's within the margin of error. Okay, and so this one, if there's going to be an upset, this one is looking more like that. Okay, so let me put these cards, to the point to where there could be things ending up in the courts, like recounts, stuff like that is what's going on with that one. And finally, let me pick up some of these and we'll do the final one, which is the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. And this is the one where, Musk is trying to give away, $1 million or whatever it is he's doing. Courts have told him, no, you can't do that. You're buying votes, just like he tried to do in Pennsylvania. But yet he is, trying again. So, the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, the liberal candidate, Judge Susan Crawford. Is she going to win her race tomorrow? Is Judge Susan Crawford going to win in Wisconsin tomorrow? Okay, let me shuffle one more time. That was not a very good shuffle. Okay, Judge Susan Crawford. Okay, and with her race, the people rise up. Okay. What is nice about this race is that it's the entire state that's voting. In Florida, it's just, each of those districts, the people within those districts vote. With the Wisconsin one, this is the entire state. And the very first card up is the people rise up. And they've had it. This is also a card of winning at all costs. I was asking specifically about Judge Susan Crawford, but we also see what Elon Musk is willing to do there, that willing to win at all costs. But yet you've got people rising up. And people have had enough. Betrayal. The people feel betrayed. And they see Susan Crawford as the nurturer. This is somebody who's going to take care of the people of the state of Wisconsin. Okay. And they're not happy with what Elon's doing. And they want the strong, stable woman. So that's interesting with this one. The way this came up is it's almost like two different readings here. It's related to the same thing. The people rise up. They want the caring, nurturing woman who's going to take care of the people of Wisconsin. They are turning their back on this nonsense of Elon Musk, which is, they feel betrayed. They see what's going on, this, burn it all down, win at all costs approach that the Musk-Trump administration is doing, and they don't like it. Okay, so this is going to be a real interesting race. I mean, all three of these races are really interesting to watch. It's kind of like that. This is going to really set the tone for the Republicans. Oh, we have a mandate. No, you don't. You don't have a mandate. Okay, with that. Now, what's interesting is I did a previous reading, and what I got was whatever Elon, and I'm mentioning this now because the Elon Musk stuff came up here. What he's doing in the Wisconsin race is very similar to what he's doing, what he did in the 2024 presidential race. So is there anything more nefarious than what he's already doing, which is he's dumped all that money in, and now he's trying to buy votes. So is there anything else that's going to come out that Musk did to try to influence this election? Is there anything else that's going to come out of Musk, trying to influence this election in some way? And I'm just going to put out 3 cards. Things that are blocked, things that are hidden, so offering something that could be very well that what was it, like 2 different people were going to get $1 million or something. So that's kind of like one thing. So something that's hidden, and then something that's being offered of value. And this is what whatever it is that he does, expect it to kind of come to light. I don't know that they're going to win this election. Okay, in Wisconsin. I mean, the Republican, the conservative candidate. I really think that Judge Susan Crawford is. As far as Musk interfering, we'll have to, this 9 of Wands is kind of like taking that step back to see, to gather experience, to look at why a party lost. And so that would be something very interesting to do, is really delve into why, what influence did Elon Musk have in these elections? That is kind of where I'm going to leave that with that. So let me pull this up here. Yeah. What and real quick, did you guys I have my Gulf of Mexico shirt on today. I have all this. As a blue dot in a red state, I have what I call my resistance clothing. And so that's, things like this that, might trigger MAGA. I don't care if it does or not. And it just makes me happy to wear it. Back to this. So with these elections, The Florida ones are going to be really close. I think that that second reading I did, the what is that, Josh Wheel, he really could win. I mean, that's coming up, that it could be a major upset. The other one, that candidate, Gay Valamont. I have this pulled up. That's what I'm looking at. Is my computer screen. That's showing he's definitely making major inroads into what is a ruby red district there in Florida. So that's gonna be close. If he doesn't win, it will be absolutely. The Republican candidate is not going to win by 30 points, is what I'm trying to say with that one. And then for the Wisconsin one, the people have had it. They do not want Elon Musk there. They do not want anything that he's selling. He does not. They don't want it, and that is showing that Judge Susan Crawford will win. And what's interesting is, I got this before, that Elon Musk is interfering. There's no question about that. It's already been to the courts. The courts have already put injunctions on him that he can't buy votes. He's dumped a lot of money in. And so would I be surprised if there wasn't something else that happened, related to Musk and that? I wouldn't be surprised. So, but it looks like that liberal judge is going to be winning that race. So yay. I will be right there with you guys watching the results come in Tuesday night, and we'll see what happens. So thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, and I'm going to put a link to some other videos up here for you to watch. So once again, thank you for joining me, and I will catch you on the next reading. Have a good day.